unemployment rate has left investors doubting the European Central Bank's capability to rescue the euro. At 11.2%, June's EU unemployment figures have hit the highest level since the single currency began. Statistics from Eurostat show in June an extra 123,000 people were unemployed, hiking EU unemployment to 11.2% high across the 17 Eurozone countries. Germany's jobless rate has dropped to 6.6%, but Italy's unemployment rose from 10.6% in June to 10.8% in July. Increasing unemployment coupled with deteriorating growth is expected to make it harder for struggling EU countries like Spain to pay back their debt. Spain's unemployment rate is the EU's highest at 24.63%, and its annual GDP annual growth rate stands at -1%. Last week, the head of the European Central Bank, Mario Draghi, said the ECB will take the action needed to rescue the euro, raising hopes the ECB will lower Spanish and Italian borrowing costs this week. Lex Van Dam, hedge fund manager at Hampstead Capital, commented, "Everybody is waiting for Thursday to see if Draghi can deliver. He'd better pull a big rabbit out of his hat." Italian Prime Minister Mario Monti, who has heavily campaigned in a bid to bring down large borrowing costs for Spain and Italy, remains upbeat. He told RAI Radio, "Some light is appearing at the end of the tunnel. We are now seeing the results both in the willingness of European institutions as well as from the government of individual countries, including Germany." He added, "Not a minute of distraction can be afforded." Germany deems underwriting of government borrowing by the ECB illegal and strongly opposes the idea allowing Eurozone Rescue Fund to borrow from the ECB, enabling the euro to buy large quantities of government bonds. The increased EU unemployment rate is now threatening to undo the efforts made by the EU leaders of financially challenged countries to reduce high borrowing costs. The attention now shifts to whether they will be able to pay back their country's debt after being hit with heightening unemployment levels, and more pressure will be on the ECB to deliver fast action for the euro. French Prime Minister François Hollande said recently at the London Olympic Games, "European solidarity is of course about laying down discipline, but it's also about allowing countries that made hard choices to be rewarded with lower interest rates." Well, that's all we've got time for right now. Stay tuned to Dukascopy TV for the first targets in focus of the new trading week. For now though, goodbye.